Girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, fellow towel gangers.
More gang!
Towel
gang!
I am back again, and this time we are analyzing the YouTube phenomenon, MrBeast. Where did he come from? What happened? He's got 40 million subscribers, he has helped plant 20 million trees, he was the commanding officer in the fight against P-Series for PewDiePie reaching 100 million subs. God, he's a blessing to human mankind. Why is he so amazing? Is it this thing? Boom, 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 that made him what he is today? Or is there something else to it? There is something else to it, and I've found out what it is. My promise to you is if you apply the skills that we'll be picking out from MrBeast, it'll change your life. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to analyze the guy, the man, the myth, the YouTube phenomenon, MrBeast! We're gonna do this in a peculiar way because we are going to go back in time. 12 years old. This is MrBeast.
Alright. Gee, where am I? What just happened? What did you say? From Saul, before you can advance, you must flip every switch and kill all the monsters that come out. If you try to open the door without killing them, you will explode. Okay? Here's your weapon. Ooh, a diamond sword. It's not smart, Saul. Now nothing can kill me.
There's 3 takeaways from this video. Number 1, voice inflection that goes like this. Up and down and up and down and up and down, even if it's subtle. The second thing is that his volume is low. Why that is absolute key and why that will save your life, and what we can learn from that, I'll come to in the last video of the 4 that I'm going to have a look at when it comes to MrBeast. The third thing is the storytelling that he's doing. He's in this Minecraft world and he goes around killing zombies. And at the end of it, I love this bit where he goes, "You must now kill your own friends."
Not my own friends. No.
No,
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I can't kill them. Not Caleb. Not Toller.
Love the storytelling in this. So he's framing the story in a beautiful way. Oh, there's one more thing. Just notice this as well.
Explode.
Listen to when he grabs the diamond sword. Listen to this.
Here's your weapon. Ooh, a diamond sword. It's not smart, Saul. Now nothing can kill me.
Now nothing can kill me. I believe that he spent years and 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 years not getting any subscribers or any substantial amount of subscribers, at least not compared to the last year and 2 years. Maybe that sentence, maybe that thing, nothing can kill me now. I think that is core to his personality, to his confidence. Just imagine saying that to yourself every single day. Nothing can kill me now, nothing can kill me now, nothing can kill me. Imagine having that as a part of your personality. No wonder you can go on for like 7 or 8 years before you actually, boom, launch into the sky. Having patience is key and core to any career, in public speaking, in YouTubing or whatever. Some nice takeaways. You were 12, man. This is cool. All right, let's move on. In this case, he's going to be playing Ghost, and there's a couple of beautiful takeaways from this as well. Most takeaways will come from the last video that I'm going to give you, but I just want to show you the history of MrBeast. All right, we go here.
So, I'm going to play it right now, and it might be really funny, because I might rage like crazy. 6 months. I don't even know.
Did you see that? Do you remember PewDiePie? Double shoulder shrug because of confidence. But in this case, he doubts his ability in this particular game because look at the single shoulder shrugs hitting.
And it might be really funny because I might rage like crazy. 6 months. I don't even know if this game's been out 6 months, but it's been freaking forever since I played. So it's thought to be kind of interesting. I'll probably suck.
That's 3 single shoulder shrugs. Boom! What's still interesting in this one is his voice inflection. So they're going up and down, up and down, and up and down. And you may now have noticed that his volume has increased slightly. You may ask yourself, why is that the case? And I will answer that because it is absolutely core, as I said. But listen to the voice inflection.
Maybe I can hit a clip. Doubt it. Probably not. No way. It is drop zone. I know that's kind of cheating.
Going up, going down. Small ups and down, small ups
and
down.
All right, I'll just camp the drop zone. What? All right. I will kill this person. No.
The sentence coming up now is, I believe, the core reason to why he succeeded.
It's not. It's good to have confidence, though, even though
it's good to have confidence.
Have confidence. Chance you might actually kill him.
Just listen to that again. That is wisdom.
It's good to have confidence though, even though you know you're gonna miss. Have confidence.
In case you're gonna miss. And he missed year after year after year until he actually find the right recipe for YouTube's and what you wanted to listen to. And when he hit that recipe, boom, 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 he became this phenomenon. But having that mindset could be one of the most important things that you can learn from MrBeast. Keep telling yourself this all the time. Keep having that consistent confidence. Keep having that in your system. And you become unbeatable at the end of the day. Apparently, eh? Wow. All right, so that's all I want to show you in this video. We're now moving into exams be like. What I find interesting in this, got the same voice inflection and the volume has increased again. A third time over.
Exams are like Judgment Day for Christians because every little thing will come back to haunt you.
Okay, so first 12 years old, volume here. Second one, volume here. Third video, volume here. And you'll hear in the last video, I'm gonna show you that his volume goes through the roof. And there's a particular reason for that. One more thing I want to point out here is something I call synchronicity. I brought it up with PewDiePie. What it means that we have 5 layers of communication. Number 1, our body skills, body language skills. Then you have your gestures, you have your facial expressions, you have your voice, what you say, and the words that you say. When you meet a person and all these 5 areas say the same thing, when you say, I love you. Or you say, yeah, I love you. You can clearly see that in the last one, these 5 areas don't match up. But in the first one, they do. And as soon as you see, when you walk into a room, when you go into a restaurant, when you go on a date, when you see a YouTuber and all these 5 layers match up, that is where you find synchronicity. And we find a person like that trustworthy because everything that they say is consistent through their ways of communicating. So have a look at the way you communicate. Record yourself on video. Have a look at your voice, your body language, your gestures, your facial expressions, and your words. Do they match up? Ask someone to have a look at it. Getting those synchronized in life is the key to when a person walks into a room and they see you, they go like, that guy, that girl, I trust. Like that. We've now hit the last video.
Every dog in this dog shelter will get adopted. We are going to launch the biggest marketing campaign you have ever seen. And we are not going to stop until all these dogs find a home. But first, let me introduce you to the doggos.
This is Fox. You see that same voice inflection? Going up, going down, going up, going down, going up, going down. You don't hear that. You don't hear that very often at all. That is one of the key signatures for MrBeast. When you hear that, you can so clearly hear it's MrBeast. And after a while, you become so accustomed to it that it becomes almost like a symphony, a music to you. You want to hear this going up and down, up and down, up and down. It just becomes addictive at the end. Any music can become addictive. And his voice is very melodic.
Winston, Iris, Monica, Taffy, Dee Zeppelin.
Love the editing of this one. God.
This is Kelly.
He is so amazing, this human being.
This billboard to bring more.
Fuck! What happened? Where did this come from? Are you following me? What happened here when he was 12? Volume here. Second video, volume here. Third video, volume here. Boom! Fourth video, volume up there. Why has that happened? Well, this is the key to finding your confidence, my friend. As I mentioned in the PewDiePie video, I analyzed 5,000 speakers for 7 years in order to find 110 common skills that all human beings use. And the interesting thing is that they are interconnected. And this is the number 1 skill that is interconnected with most other skills. So increasing your volume, boom, will amplify 20 other skills. And those skills are connected to confidence. And it's so beautiful. It is mind-blowing when I coach people who lack confidence on stage because they are consistently low in volume. Consistently low in volume. So I tell them, hey, increase your volume by 20%. And they go like, I increased my volume by 20%. No, increase your volume by 100%. I increased my volume by 100%. No, increase your volume by 500%. Now I speak up and they say things in a 500% volume increase. And they say, I can't do this, feels like I'm screaming. And I say, no, you're good. That's exactly the volume you should be having. And as they increase their volume on stage, you can see their shoulders being pulled back, their chest coming out, their hip stands widening, their spine straightening, their significant gestures becoming stronger. 20 different skills change immediately when you increase your volume. Then some of you might ask, but obviously he's become more confident because he's become more famous. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing with MrBeast in this case. He hasn't faked it until he made it. He just kept on being persistent. But the beautiful thing with the brain is that your emotions work from the inside out to the outside in. If you smile, you become happier after a while, even if you weren't happy. We know that is the way that the human mind works. And this is the same thing. If you start increasing your volume from now on, you go out to your parents, you go out to your friends, you go out to your colleagues, you go out to your boss, and you increase your volume by 20%, you will immediately find yourself to be more confident. Do the same thing when you're on stage. When you're YouTubing, increase your volume by 20-30%. Boom. Translates into, number one, confidence, and amplifies 20 other skills. If this is not a super tip that can change your life, I don't know what it is. But my God, there's so many more cool things we can learn from MrBeast. Here we go. The kindest man in the US.
And another one to help out the dog shelter. Very big.
Winston, you're gonna find a home soon.
Another cool thing that he's doing, or a brilliant thing that he's doing, is something called oxytocin. This is a neuropeptide in your brain. Now, oxytocin brings people together. If you go up hugging somebody, you get oxytocin. If you go around kissing somebody, obviously ask for their approval first, then you get oxytocin. If you pat a dog, you get oxytocin. Oxytocin feels like this warm, fuzzy emotion in your body, which makes you like other human beings. So if you wake up in the morning and you go like, the world sucks! People suck! I don't want to be in this world because people suck! That is because you're low on oxytocin. The super tip is this: go out, be generous to somebody else. 1, 2, maybe 3 times. Like open a door, help them with something. Every single time you help a person, you'll get a rush of oxytocin, boom, 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 and you're back and you start loving people again. It's a super easy brain hack when it comes to public speaking. Extending that as well. When I'm nervous, it does happen, especially like the last reaction video on YouTube. Oh my God, I just got to say that. These last 2 weeks, they have been absolutely insane. I've been crying from the comments coming in. There's like 4,000 positive comments in the last video with 250,000 views, and the subs have increased like a 6-fold. And you guys, girls, the love that you're giving me, I've never seen myself blush as much as the last video that I did. Anyhow, losing track. Okay, so when I'm nervous on stage, I start to feel my pulse. You do as well. Listen to this. This will save you. God, there's so many tips in this video. The reason why you're feeling nervous is cortisol. So when cortisol goes up, you start to become stiff. Your muscles are tensing. Why? Because you go into fight and flight mode. Your body and brain just wants to leave that place, right? That makes your cortex, where you think and you remember and you say things and your vocabulary exists, it makes it redundant, and your reptilian system activates and you're just into fight and flight mode. So how do you reduce that? Boom, you induce oxytocin into your brain by command. How on earth do you do that? Well, there's many ways. As I said, you can go around hugging and kissing somebody. Weird if you're around an audience, I guess. But this is a simple technique. I bring up my phone, boom, boom. I search for my daughter, and I watch videos where she's running through the grass, where she's laughing and she's smiling and she's dressed like a unicorn. And I look at them and I get teared up. I can feel that now. And those tears is oxytocin. Oxytocin is the only antagonist. What that means, it's the only army in your body that can kill your cortisol. So oxytocin comes from here, cortisol is here, going ravaging your brain, making you not able to remember things, going like, you will not remember things, you will fail, you will freeze on stage, I will make it happen. The oxytocin army comes, and goes like, it's the only part of your brain that can kill the cortisol. Boom, cortisol goes away. You walk up on stage, and suddenly, you have access to your cortex, to your memory, to what you're saying, to anything and everything that you want to access. Why I'm saying this is because this is key to what MrBeast is doing. He is creating oxytocin in you. He's creating that warm and fuzzy feeling. In PewDiePie's case, I said it was serotonin, but in this case, it's oxytocin. So you get that warm, fuzzy feeling, because when we see another human being generous to another human being, we get oxytocin. When we see another human being caring for another human being, we get oxytocin. And who doesn't want to feel a warm, fuzzy feeling? God, he's cracked the oxytocin box. Loving that.
Oh, good boy. Carl, you're trying to tell me you don't want to adopt him.
He is perfect.
I love his gang as well. His crew is brilliant.
We're gonna monitor these cameras and see if our billboard
Going up, going down, going up, going down.
dogs are gonna get nice, loving homes.
Inflection is the same as before.
For 6 months, so the staff wanted to go say goodbye.
You're cleaning her, loving her.
Now, the one thing that I really love with this guy, he treats every single person the same way. Even though he is the star, he is the king, he's the one with the money, he's worth millions of dollars, and he spends millions of dollars consistently, he treats every single person with the same respect. The dog owners, his crew, and you can see that in his way of communicating with them, talking to them. They are all on the same level. He's no better. The amount of respect I feel for this guy because he's doing that just shows that his fame has not gone to his head. There's actually a particular gene in the human mankind which makes you become addicted, drugged, and start to behave abnormal when you become famous and you get powerful. Obviously, this guy hasn't got that gene. MrBeast, this is respect to you, man.
I don't want to just use the same design over and over. And we're going to start off with Winston because...
Just listen to that, up and down, up and down. Do you hear that? That's the volume. That's the beautiful, beautiful symphony we're listening to.
Okay, Winston.
I just want to say that again. The bass volume has gone up. So his bass volume was very low when he began. He's very high now, due to confidence.
You're up first.
Oh, this is my favorite facial expression in the entire clip. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god. This guy is so genuine. I love him. The interesting thing with his facial expression is that it's a little bit quirky because, and quirky being positive, because the primary thing is that he has a smile. So a facial expression can be divided into 5 different zones. You have forehead, you have brows, you have your eyes, you have your smile, and you have your cheeks. In his case, it's primarily his smile functioning. The muscles around that is pretty non-existent. He's got his eyes sometimes, but it's his smile. And that quirkiness, now this is interesting. After looking at these 5,000 speakers and everything and everyone I've ever coached, interestingly, it's quirks like this that make people fall in love with you. Yeah, you have this little thing and that is what they fall in love with because that's different from everything else that they've ever seen. That's why so many, 40 million. I don't know if everyone's fallen in love with MrBeast, but many, many have.
Oh, because we have a truck, flyers, we have everything.
What's amazing with a smile, like you see in this case, is that it increases likability. Yeah, you become more liked and you become more trustworthy. So science have shown us this in study after study after study. But in a male situation, it also makes you more alpha because it has proven that guys with a wider jawbone becomes more, they seem more confident if they have a wider jawbone. And what happens when you smile is that you get a dramatically wider jaw section. So in 3 different ways, this brings out great qualities in him and in you when you smile more often. Do that if you want to become more liked and more credible.
How'd it go in there?
Got him.
This is freaking genius. He's got his crew with him. And the point of that is the zebra effect, which goes like this. If you have a flock of zebras and you have one zebra at the end, what we know about that zebra at the end is they're not weird and they're not adventurous, but they're sick. And when you're a lion, you kill that zebra first. The same mental thought goes into any person walking into a pub or walking into any new situation. If you're part of the flock, it means that you're healthy and vigorous. If you're alone, it means that you're sick and we don't want to deal with that in the same way. We're not attracted to that in the same way. We are attracted to people who have wingmen or wingwomen, people who are around them. So if you want to, in any case, attract more people, attract people around you, see to it that you go in as a group or with a friend. That is your way of moving into the zebra effect. And I've seen so many YouTubers, they're alone in front of the camera. Oh my God, I'm doing it myself. Where's my crew? I gotta get my crew in here. It's just another tick in the box for MrBeast. I love it that he's doing this with a crew and that he's showing them so much respect. Boom. And it's down to you, man.
Real quick, I want to let you know.
Real quick, look at this. This is a beautiful gesture coming up, and then
all that good stuff. We're not just giving these dogs.
We're not just giving these dogs away. Don't worry, just so you know. These gestures enhance the clarity of what he's saying, and he's doing that more and more as the video progresses. So that's something he's really progressed in. Okay, I want to end this reaction video and learning session from MrBeast with just saying that the humbleness, the trustworthiness, the likability, the niceness of this man knows very, very few boundaries. Just have a look at this last thing. He's then spent 2 days getting all these dogs adopted, giving them a home, a loving home. And the last dog, there's one last dog left.
He's conveniently the last dog at the shelter, which I think is a sign. Do you think we should adopt Pinky?
Absolutely.
You're 100% sure?
Yes.
What Jimmy has done for us.
Again, you see that bit. He brings somebody else in. Everybody's equal. He just wants to help out. It's oxytocin. Look, I'm getting goosebumps over my entire body because of the niceness and the warmth that he's creating in my body. There's no question about it. He's found the oxytocin hack. He's humble, he's genuine. We can learn beautiful things from him. We're inspired by him. And I hope that you have learned loads from this video. I know that the stuff I've given you, if you haven't been doing them before, they can and will be life-changing for you. And as with anything in life, just if you want to change life, you do it every single day, one small thing every single day. Nobody makes giant leaps when it comes to changing their life or their public speaking. My friends, thank you for this journey. I'll see you again later on. Towel out.